Hello everybody and welcome back. We have a whole lot to do today and I'm excited to get right into it. I hope you guys enjoyed that little montage of our skill grind, but now we're going to jump straight into some questing. Most of the quests that I've been doing were close to worthless, but the quests we got coming up are actually going to equate to some real progress in the account. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Here we go with a big quest that's Fairy Rings unlocked with the Lost City quest done. Fairy Tale Part 1, and we got some magic secutors. If I ever start farming, this will actually be helpful. Animal magnetism, I'm tired of losing my ammunition. Who's with me here? If there's actually a safe spot, why would I fight it up front? Found that magic rock under the last root in the whole building, but we also ended up pulling out another attack level. So we're gonna have to talk about Monkey Madness. It didn't go so well for me. Even watching a guide and using Quest Helper, my first time around, I was thinking it just wasn't opening up because I was under attack or something. So I tried a little bit of everything, try to get the gorillas to follow me, even kill one, see if I could get in real quick. But once I finally looked at a guide, it said go upstairs, use the ladder, and go down to the basement, which I actually managed to do. But when I came back up, it was kind of a different story. If anyone has fail of the week, I'd like a submission. Spam clicked on the stairs, went back down on accident, didn't actually click my food for the third time, and died. But that's not all. Running in like an absolute champion with no gear because I was pissed off, we ended up with another death in the exact same location.
Almost lost my cool there.
Finally pulling ourselves together, we were actually able to get on with the quest. And I mean, hey, I have extra supplies now. Wonderful intro for a boss, but a terrible start for me. I go in straight away trying to whack him with my monkey stick instead of the crossbow. So I figured I'd show you guys something I didn't really know about this boss. When you get it to 0 HP, it jumps right back up to 33. Me sitting here, barely any supplies, seeing the boss, use a health potion. Cheating, by the way. I'm starting to think I'm not going to make it out of this one. Supplies running low. We're going blow for blow. I'm splashing. He's smashing. But in the end, we got him. But the thing is, I saw that magic bullet coming for me, and I really didn't want to die on this island again. So I figured I'd click that teleport tab, and my stuff would be on the ground somewhere else. But he splashed, and we ended up living through it. So now I gotta go back and complete the quest. And that was the story of Monkey Madness 1. Well, after all that, let's get back to the questing montage. Unlocking the fishing platform with the sea slug quest. I learned my star sign, and they didn't even try to sell me a crystal. So with this big ass telescope, where do you think the time era puts us in RuneScape? The most important thing about the Mountain Daughter quest is obviously the bear suit head. And then we're looking at Tribal Totem, done and over with a very lackluster reward. But it was easy. This quest is actually pretty cool, and I would love if they could connect it to the player-owned house, so now that he's your butler. And some free crafting XP. Don't join a cult, everybody. They'll make you lead the chant. Shadow of the Storm quest, done and over with. Some quests get a cutscene, but some quests are a cutscene. We've got some fancy new headgear. It doesn't look like it would literally protect against anything. And possibly even poke your eye out. Bringing the questing club to a finish, we're gonna start amassing quite a few random items, but they're all actually for the Easy Clue stashes. So I pulled this up right off of the OSRS wiki. It's everything that we're gonna need from the Easy Stash units. As you can see, it's pretty simple gear. Most of it doesn't really cost that much, but it is kind of a time sink. And in our last episode, we were only able to open one easy clue, and that's got to change. So right now we're going to run through and build all 29 easy stash units, so that way we can just blast through the easy clues like we do for beginners. Easy stash units, they require 27 construction, 2 planks, and 10 nails per unit. Also, don't forget your hammer and saw. The total for all of the specific items really only costs about 25,000, 30 if you're trying to instant buy it. The locations really are all over the map, like Lumbridge, Draenor, Ardone, Catherby, Falador, Remington, Dig Site, the Legends Guild, and the list really just goes on and on. One thing that I think would make this a little bit easier is if on the wiki you could organize them from like what's closest to each other and what's not. But other than that, that's my only real gripe about this little grind here. I'd probably just order them from closest to each other, so that way I could swing right around and try to get them all done as fast as possible. A couple of greatest hits that you might see from these stash units, which you might have already seen on the graphic that I showed before we started doing this, but it's the stuff like green robe tops, bottoms, and the hat, a bunch of different bronze stuff like chain body, legs, a couple of swords, and after that you'll see like some jewelry just far and few between, so they must think it's like hard to get in the easy levels. And you know, it probably is. Easy stash units have the most, hands down, stash units for clue scrolls, which is actually 29. The next highest one is going to be medium clues at 23, and we can't actually even build those until we're level 42 construction. So we got a little grind ahead of us then, and it's going to be oak planks instead of just regular planks, so more expensive that way too. Now, this time I'm just going to go ahead and ask everybody who's still here, if you could, leave a like if you thought this video was any good, especially if you think it's better than my last video, because that's really my goal on YouTube in general, is just make better videos. And I've never actually had any classes for video editing, so it's kind of a learning experience for me. And if you have any suggestions, I'm always 100% open to them. But, you know, without further ado, let's get back to the episode. Our 26 stash unit, and we even get a special little treat of an impling. So our numbers are getting bigger and bigger, and that means our stash unit grind is coming to a close. 28, second to last with 29, and I'd say it's time to prove that we know how to use these things. And if you guys can guess it, go ahead and leave in the comments who's always typing in their text box in their videos for content creators. I said easy clues, but we all know we start with Wintertide first. Just a couple of more things to unlock at Wintertide, being the Fire Tome and Dragon Axe until we can say we're all done. Honestly, I'll probably still keep doing Wintertide once I've got the Dragon Axe, if we ever do. But yeah, it's just good money. You sell all this stuff afterwards and you end up with a decent chunk of cash, especially if you got your skills up first. 2 uniques from Wintertide. Now let's do the mystery boxes. Lackluster as always. What are you doing to us, Giles? Beginner clues coming in. I would have liked to have said coming in strong. Oh, okay, shoot. Mole slippers. Nice. That's actually the most expensive thing that we can get from beginner clues right now. Also, if you guys didn't know, you can keep track of how well we're doing during the clue, bare feet. During the clue opening, all you gotta do is look at the GE total at the top of the bank tab whenever we go into it. Okay, so moving on. There's really only a couple of things that we have left to unlock for the beginner clues. Oh, wow, okay, mole slippers again. I always click them out so I can see it on my screen. It's easier to read it. Just a few more beginner clues, and then we're moving right on to our easies. Nope, nothing that you could call a good hit there. Alright, easy clues. Well, oh, actually, wow. Right off the bat, and we got a page 2. So, let's see if we can keep it go. Oh, there's one right there. And 2. What is going on here? It's like 3. Page, and there's one in the next clue too. Wow. Teleports, I can always use those. Black stuff, I mean, double unique. There we go. Even threw it on the ground. My god. Alright, there we go. Pick it up, get a couple easies. Back to it. I must say, they are treating us very well. My gosh. Double unique and a master clue. We're not even gonna pretend that we're able to do that right now and just keep going with the clue opening. And another unique. I'm pretty sure that's the duplicate. Didn't we just get that one? Yep. But good value so far, I must say. Oh, alright, there we go. Trim legs. And a black mask. Wow. I always look at my inventory first. That's very nice. That's actually pretty expensive, the black mask. Some more purple sweets. I'd actually love to get a huge collection of those. Right back into it. And we've got a trimmed black. Full helm. Oh, and elegant. Another trimmed black. Actually, I think that completes a trimmed black set with a trimmed helmet as well. Fire starters, I mean, you need a whole lot of those to recolor anything, so I almost don't even want those. Another trimmed black helmet, wow. It'd be nice if we got some non-duplicate uniques coming up. Anybody? No? Okay, we'll just do another duplicate, and that one's not actually. Okay, perfect. A couple more. Another unique. Got to love it. Just a few. Nice Bob's shirt. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's a unique needed for something later. And a trimmed helmet or a hat. Very nice, very nice. That was the end of our clue scrolls, guys. And like I said earlier, did you see 11.5 mil in the tab right here? Here are all the uniques we were able to pull out of this easy and beginner clue opening. And we can't forget about Wintertod. All these beautiful things right here, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna sell them or not. Probably gonna sell some duplicates, but I might keep everything because I want to fill the drawers in the player-owned house. Let's go ahead and look at the collection log and see where we're at. For beginner clues, we only have 2 left. Very, very nice. And the mole slippers we got 2 of today, and it's the most expensive thing you can get. So, not complaining at all. And 19 uniques out of 55, 56 easy clues today. And I did actually get a full black set. The iron trim, it's not necessarily glamorous right next to the bronze trim, but here's actually something really cool. I'd like to get the whole trimmed mage set and the elegance as well. Black mask is something just to throw right on top of it. And those pickaxes, does anyone know why they're there? So I'm gonna go ahead and sell off all of the stuff we got from Wintertod and anything that's extra from the clue openings, just to see how much money we can get. And from all of that, we were able to get just over $1 million in coins from resources. And we've got 3.8 with the coins, 2.7 million without them. And that's just all the random uniques from the easy clues. They're so much more worth it than the beginners, and I'm glad that we broke into them. But as you guys know, it's time to call it an end. Thanks for showing up, and especially if you made it all the way to the end. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time.